We are ready to tip a nighttime doubleheader in Charlotte. First up, the top seed in the South, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the Robert Morris Colonials. Winners just a couple of nights ago up in Dayton over North Florida. Duke and Robert Morris, backed up by San Diego State and St. John's. Jim Nance, Grant Hill, Bill Raftery, Tracy Wolfson on the scene here as we get set now to check out the Blue Devils in action. A 1 against a 16. And the players to watch as you see Coach Andrew Toole of Robert Morris, his Colonials. Look out for Rodney Pryor. He was the conference tournament MVP in the Northeast Conference when they beat St. Francis Brooklyn to make it to the big dance. And of course Duke with the 3 freshman starters, all of whom average double figs. Here are the officials for this one. Breeding, Olson, Shirato, and Michael Stevens is the alternate sitting courtside. Duke about to get its tournament run underway, fellas.
Should be a good one, Jim.
And tapped all the way back to Aaron Tate. Let's check out Robert Morris. 20-14 on the year, and again won the conference tournament, and then won the opening round game in Dayton on Wednesday. Nice little move, but doesn't drop for Pryor. They have a young coach, and he's a good one. Andrew Toole, in his 5th year, has already won 110 games. He played in the tournament a couple of times as a starter for the Penn Quakers. Tapped out by Cook. Coach K, 35th season, and yet another historic season it has been, becoming the first to cross 1,000 wins back in January with his victory over St. John's.
We saw that back cut, something they used to do in his Penn days, too.
And look at Pryor hit the jumper.
A little late. Jim Nance, Grant Hill. Robert Morris goes, ooh, a little matchup zone with some principles.
Yes, the principles are there. No question. As Winslow kicks it outside. And now back to Jones up high. Tyus Jones, their freshman from Apple Valley, Minnesota. They'll lob it in to the kid from Houston, Winslow, and it's out of bounds off Robert Morris.
Jim, what's impressive, Robert Morris, a zone team, but the energy, the activity, deflections, getting steals, playing out of the zone. They do have the man-to-man principles in their zone.
They do. They communicate very well. I think the middle will be open, as we saw Winslow there. He can turn and make that shot. They use some ball screens as well, Jim.
Matt Jones traveled.
Hanging in. That's what you're thinking of if you're Robert Morris. Don't make mistakes, and don't open the door for this talented basketball team of Duke.
Duke's coming with a little full court zone pressure themselves. Try to speed the game up a little bit here.
Jump shot short of the rim. And Winslow battles along with Tate. And it's a tie-up it's going to do.
And that 2-2-1, Duke used it very well against Carolina late in the season just to slow that fast pace down. You can see Robert Morris, the first open look, they're going to take advantage. Any mismatch, they're going to go to it.
Up and over they go. Okafor. And a foul first on Tate.
Coach Duke is so good at finding Okafor, the mismatch with Tate fronting, just throwing it over top and finding the big fella inside.
He's so agile with great footwork. Here he is again.
+1.
I think he could put 4 guys on his arms and still get it up to the rim. He is strong.
They do a great job of sealing inside. Winslow there at the elbow, finding finding Okafor. And just too big, too strong. You're going to get a steady dose of that tonight from Duke.
It's almost like a flea on his arm. You know, flick him away.
Off the floor. That's a Duke foul on Matt Jones. Got a little piece of Reed trying to fight for that rebound.
You talked early, Jim, about Robert Morris is 16 versus 1. It's going to be essential that their guards, Marquise Reed and Rodney Pryor, play big tonight to give this team a chance.
Here's Kayvon Stewart giving it up to Tate. Had a good look. Put back, another good chance to score, but Duke clears.
A good offensive position. Got to finish the deal.
Back over the top and tapped out of the hands of Okafor. And Robert Morris all around them, and it goes back to the Colonials.
You know, it reminds me of playing with my daddy when I was really young. You know, like, I couldn't reach him when he held the ball up. Oh, just too large.
I'm not sure they've seen a player like that in the Northeast Conference this year.
Well, you really like to go out on the limb.
Here's Pryor, hit the opening shot. And Reed has a three. Marquise Reed, the freshman from Landover, Maryland, and the rookie of the year in the Northeast Conference.
And he can really fill it up. High field goal percentage, steady, runs the floor. Kick.
Cook, wing, three, yes. And he's done it again now. That's 44 straight games. Cook has made at least a three.
So that kid is really giving them a great year.
He really has. He was benched last year as a junior. Come back this year, provided great leadership for Duke.
Underneath, tapped up and in by Aaron Tate.
Well, nice job on that offensive glass. Only gets a little over 1 rebound a game. Scratch that 4, Jim.
Well, that was Tate who reached around in front of Okafor. Created steal. Up ahead, Minnie slides off the rim.
Well, you get those opportunities, you got to convert against a talented team like this. Little nickel dimer on the blow by.
It's called on Elijah Minnie, who had just missed that little shot at the other end.
I'll tell you what, Aaron Tate giving up about 40 pounds and about 7-8 inches on Okafor, but was in there battling, getting a little breather right now as Minnie comes in, but fighting Okafor inside is going to be the key tonight for Robert Morris.
Robert Morris has brought in Andre Frederick, the redhead, who's in the paint right now defending on Okafor. That's a three, and that one goes too. It's Cook again.
He loves the corner.
Kayvon gives it up to Frederick.
Slip numbers.
Okafor pitches it ahead to Cook, to the wing, to Jones, and he delivers another one. Tyus Jones and the Devils now have hit 3 threes in the last minute. 2 by Cook, 1 by Tyus Jones. Matt Jones driving in for 2.
What great footwork in the open floor. You can see the quick shot. You're not getting back and bounce on the floor.
Last 8 points to Duke. Top of the key, dump down low to Frederick. Here's Cook for a 3rd time. Oh, yes!
A little body English got that one home. But they look primed, don't they?
They look ready. They look ready.
Always when you see them getting stances and dig in and get after you.
And they're getting after him here. There's the jumper, and it's good by Reed. Ends an 11-point run by Duke. Cook lays on the line, out of bounds. Quinn Cook has hit 3 threes already.
The senior, the captain, the heart and soul of the Blue Devils, Quinn Cook, catching fire, leading his team here in the first round.
Okay, and the winner of that one, Ernie, will be taking on West Virginia on Sunday. Here at 16-9, Duke already hitting 4 threes in the game. Trying to pressure Robert Morris, and they break it.
Well, this team will attack. They're not going to back off.
That is Lucky Jones, who just came into the game. Had a good look.
Well, Lucky plays loose, confident kid. Does a lot of great things for this club, and their perimeter people really can get in the lane, so look for that.
Jefferson on the floor for the Devils, number 21.
There's a soft spot right there at the free throw line. He keeps trying to expose that in the zone.
And Grayson Allen with the ball now, seeing his first action. Freshman from Florida. It's Tyus Jones.
You know, the way to beat a zone, you gotta attack it with the pass, with the dribble. You gotta penetrate the gaps. He's very talented at that.
Nice look. How about that? Gotta finish that.
Tate unable to do so. Jefferson and Duke quickly up ahead. Allen got hit with the body by Lucky Jones. Tell me about that soft spot in the zone and attacking it
right
here.
There, attacking, dribble drive, drawing 2 defenders, drive and kick. In this case, drive and finish. Attack the zone with dribble penetration, getting in the gaps, making plays for yourself and your teammates.
When you were playing, did you like to go against the zone?
No, I hated the zone.
You did. Here is the shot by Allen. That was the first missed field goal by Duke, but the putback.
Jim, he didn't like playing against the zone because you had to move the ball. He liked it when it's stuck.
I used to hold it.
This team is very good off the dribble drive, just tough around the rim to finish for them early.
And some sloppy ball handling by the Colonials. Duke takes advantage. Plumlee. Bounce pass to the far corner. And now they lob it to Plumlee. Snatches it, puts it up and in.
Nice patience. A lot of guys would have tried to jam that. It was a little errant toss, but Biggs taking over, and the little guys getting in the lane.
Timeout, Robert Morris.
Jim, the big guy, Okafor out, doesn't matter. Plumlee, the third one, ringing the bell for dinner.
Grant, Billy, got to be a little odd for you, huh? Calling a Duke game in the NCAA tournament?
It is very odd, a little unusual. Calling a game of your former team, and but it's good to be with you guys. You guys make me be a professional here and stay objective, impartial. But Duke is obviously a program I know very well and followed this season in particular, and they're getting off to a great start.
You know, you're safer here, by the way, than you are over there with Coach K.
Yes,
I mean, I'm not going to get after you. Jim might, but I won't.
You're intense, but I don't know if you're as intense right now as Coach K is.
Coach K has to love the fact they've hit 4 out of 4 from 3. To burst out ahead already, 22-9. And this was Lucky Jones. And Jones is the last player in this Robert Morris program still around from their NIT win 2 years ago against Kentucky. And that's a foul on Cook. Watch live games on your Amazon Fire HD, Windows, or other connected devices with NCAA March Madness Live. Watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today.
Jim, you talked about Lucky Jones, a very talented player, a starter in a six-man's role, and played for Bob Hurley Sr. at St. Anthony's, a legendary program that Bob Hurley Sr. runs, and they're going to need him to play well tonight to have a chance.
Nice step through.
That's Pryor. Long rebound out to Winslow.
And watch him in the open floor. He attacks.
Sends it outside to Jones. And Plumlee grabs the offensive board, and Matt Jones unable to finish.
Watch the three in early.
Lucky Jones.
Unlucky.
Against Robert Morris.
In the past is the past. That's been the theme for this Duke team this week. Senior Quinn Cook made sure to tell his team it's a new year, it's a new team. He was part of those early losses to Mercer and to Lehigh, and he also called Jahlil Okafor after the Mercer loss and told him that we need you next year. We need you to be here. Okafor said he feels they can win a championship, but it's one game at a time. Jim?
Well, he's been like a big brother to Okafor, much like Nolan Smith's been a big brother to Quinn Cook.
Quinn Cook, Nolan Smith from the same area, D.C.
Close to his godbrother, right?
Exactly.
Nice look.
There's Okafor.
Say goodnight. He just is so large to get around. Forget the size horizontally.
RMU has missed its last 5 shots. The Colonials from Moon Township, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh.
That's where Grant Hill got his start, you know.
Yeah, that's where they have all those 5-star camps.
Yeah, exactly.
3 years at Robert Morris, 5-star.
Speaking of all-stars, this is one of the better ones in the country. Such a great target. Once you load up, forget about it. Pack the luggage, put the kids in the car. It's over.
That's his father, Chucky. He is a large presence on that Duke sideline, just off the bench area, 3 rows back. This is the most vocal contingent of Duke parents they say they've ever had. It's led by Mr. Okafor. Up ahead, Tyus Jones uncontested.
Can't do that. On top there, such a vulnerable area to the floor, you just can't protect.
And I'd like to see Robert Morris maybe engage Okafor in some screen and rolls. He doesn't come out on the screen and roll. Maybe you can take advantage of that as Lucky Jones knocks down a corner 3.
As you mentioned, playing for Bobby Hurley, this kid's a confident player, steady. And your tool over there trying to get his guys to guard a little bit better and certainly value the ball.
Winslow. Ooh, right to the coach.
Not bad hands. Give it up, Andrew.
Defense is what it's all about. You can't get careless with the ball. Duke, one of the best in the nation at converting off of turnovers. You got to value the ball and get a shot every time down the court if you're Robert Morris. You can't give up plays like that.
And they need some help here on the inbounds. Perfect trap.
Jones breaks it. Puts it up on the run. Nice rebound off the floor by Gomez. And double teamed again. Colonials get it to Gomez. Blocked from behind by Okafor.
Well, he may have had some feet steps there too. Lucky Jones with that floater earlier. Got to get a better shot than that, but just great position. Don't get the body involved. Great extension.
Go all the way to the backcourt to get it into Elijah Minnie. Now Lucky Jones comes to help.
He's a valuable guy because he can handle it as well. Takes the pressure off the guards who've been coughing it up a little bit.
3 to shoot. He knows it. Breaking early is Matt Jones, who runs it down to save it. Goes back out to Cook.
Pretty good patience. Passed up a couple of shots here. Nice inside play.
Jefferson to Okafor. Foul first.
Superior interior passing.
That short corner hiding there. Beautiful play. You like this one? That little extra pass. Baseline, collapse the D. And just how he holds off is magnificent.
Grayson Allen's back in. He's been fighting a flu bug or a virus all week long. Was limited a little bit in practice. Started to feel better yesterday. Inbounds to Okafor.
I think it's him over the top.
Yeah,
huh?
I got to think.
Oh, wow. Well, they called it on Robert Morris. I agree, Bill. I thought that might have been over the back there. Minnie had defensive position. They went up. I think Okafor initiated the contact.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a tough little play against them.
First on Minnie and on the same trip prior has picked up his second. miss the premiere of The Late Late Show with James Corden. This week's first guests, Tom Hanks, Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart. Starting Monday after Dave, only CBS. So the Blue Devils' top scorer and rebounder hits the 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's he improves in that area, complement the rest of his game.
Grayson Allen called for that one.
What are the areas you think he's got to get better, Okafor? We talked about handling the high ball screen. What are some of the other things you've seen?
Well, you mentioned the poor free throw shooting. That's an area, particularly down the stretch, he's going to get fouled. People are going to try to put him on the line. His defense, it's improved, but it can be better. I think his shot blocking, too, as Allen gets a deflection. Offensively, I'm not sure, other than the free throws, there is a weakness with Okafor right now. He's that good. I don't know if we've seen a freshman this talented at that position in a very long time. But defensively, screen and roll defense, rebounding, those are areas he can improve and get better.
A little horn set here, a little turnout.
They back off a Tate.
Well, they are playing great defense.
He's got 3 to shoot. Stepping up just in time. He got it away and down and out for Reed. Duke is shooting in this first half 79%.
And a lot of them, of course, under the basket. They're looking for the lob, but they're making those corner jumpers, too. Say goodnight.
There it is.
Patience. They had a lob and then a relob. Or reload.
They go back door, and they convert. Well done.
Now, Bill, that'll be there. Duke likes to overplay, deny the wings. You have the presence of mind to cut back door, and the big guys for Robert Morris can find their guards. That'll be there throughout the course of the game.
It's Kayvon Stewart scoring.
Look at that. It's like a tennis ball.
Yeah. You're talking about a parent with a child. It's like having a Nerf ball in his hand.
Oh, they are having fun, and why not when you got the big fella looming large at that 10. What do you do here? Grant Hill, stick him. Mike would tell you, check him out. Coach, he's too big. He's too talented. Send it in. One of the nation's best here in Charlotte.
% from the field, and 10 of their 12 baskets have come with an assist. Let's go over to Tracy.
Well, thanks a lot. Andy Toole in that huddle was talking about how his players are so stagnant. They're just staying put. He diagrammed it for them on the whiteboard. He said, we need movement, we need to cut, and he does see that he could get something with that back door. He wants to make sure they can use that more often. Jim?
Andy Toole, with his Jersey Shore ties, had a big decorated career at Christian Brothers Academy in Lincroft, New Jersey, CBA. And first started his playing days in college here in North Carolina at Elon College before transferring, playing for Fran Dunphy at Penn.
Forced to take that deep shot at the... Speaking of ties, he forgot his tonight.
It's a casual. It's casual Fridays, Billy.
He was all dressed up against St. Francis. Look at this load.
Lovely.
You've got to salute the lieutenant. He's been valuable. I think he makes great contributions. Gives Okafor a chance to rest, or if there's foul problems. He's a gamer. Great screener, too.
See if Robert Morris can get it going here.
Nice play.
Follow up, no. Got a Duke foul here.
Coach, you talked about Plumlee, his energy, his activity, getting the ball down low, sealing the smaller Tate down low. I feel bad for Tate tonight. He's got to battle those big guys, but Duke is so good at against the zone, ducking in there, sealing big, being a big target, and getting rewarded with the pass from his teammates and finishing.
The foul was on Winslow. You can get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament at ncaa.com. So here is a young man who actually missed all of the last 2 years with injuries, including an ACL. Took him a while to get back into the whole playing shape getting healthy, learning how to play again. And he's had a good year for the Colonials. That's going to be a foul, though, on Aaron Tate. And he does not have the size, as you mentioned, to be able to really hang in there with the Duke bigs.
But I respect that Tate's in there battling. He's fighting every possession. He's giving it his all. If there's one weakness that I see with Duke, it's the guard play defensively. And defensively guarding against dribble penetration. I'd like to see Pryor and Reed maybe attack Jones and Cook a little bit. Get into the paint, go at them, try to get some baskets, get some confidence going before we get to halftime here.
And they have such good foot speed, too, to cover those guards, I think.
Tapped outside by Plumlee, but it ends up being with Stewart. And Pryor going to get off the shot. Oh, yeah. That's a 2.
There you go.
They got to just get some confidence. This end has been tough, though. They've been overpowered size-wise, the physicality of Duke, the passing ability.
They brought in the taller Frederick, 6'8" freshman. But Cook has been something else from outside. He's 4 for 4 from 3.
Well, you might say Cook is heating up. This kid can really drill him with confidence.
He's locked in right now, Coach.
Jefferson, a lot of hands. Make sure they tag the screener.
Minnie saw it squirt away, and up ahead is Cook driving in. Beautiful shot. Body control.
Just knows Jim how to search out the numbers and attack.
Cook now with 14. Robert Morris just out of control with this end at times. Matt Jones somehow gets it to Jefferson. It spins out. Now the Colonials will race ahead. Stewart driving in.
Pretty look.
And a basket counts. Reed.
They feel they played this way to get here. They're not going to change. But I think at some point you can't just go up and down with this team. I think you got to gain control, make them guard a little bit.
I agree, Coach. Robert Morris can't get into a track meet with Duke.
Too many bodies, too much talent.
Lob again. Plumlee.
Just can't cover back there. Good eye contact, no finger. Just a nice play by Jones. Looks like Hurley out there, Jim, making a play to Hill.
Good to see Bob Hurley back in the tournament. Buffalo Bulls lost tonight to West Virginia, but Bobby's back in the family business coaching.
Yeah, they fought back, got in it at the end, and West Virginia was able to hold them off. As again, Reed scores for the Colonials.
Reed's a pretty good player. 20 points 10 times this season. Tied for 3rd among freshmen behind D'Angelo Russell at Ohio State and Jahlil Okafor. So he's a talented player. I'd like to see him continue to be aggressive.
He's got 9 of their 20.
Now this is like ping pong. Dumping down.
Cook. First miss from out there.
Nobody
up
back.
ahead. Broke early. Pryor.
Hey, that knee didn't look like it was bothering him there.
Now showing he can get up and down the floor. And up.
And a good contingent coming down for the game from the Pittsburgh area. Good for them.
Now this is the end that's hurt them really, getting whatever they want to. Plumlee's just feasting on that baseline. He wants another lob down there.
You know, Duke gets a lot of practice during the regular season against Syracuse. Another great zone defensive team.
Nice. Plumlee again, every time just able to tap it back out high. They got a timeout called by Coach K. Talk to me about a little Duke Blue Devil basketball going to break here, Grant.
Quinn Cook putting his team on his back, leading the Blue Devils against Robert Morris.
And 2 of them in together now, so it's a double whammy. Just the size factor is the problem on the defensive end. This kid's so unselfish, too.
We got a little 3-second violation.
Wow, just checking the P and the whistle, I guess.
All right, Grant, do it again.
Coach K The Duke Blue Devils playing with the standard of excellence. Coach K has got to be excited, but he's not smiling. Not yet, Coach. For 25 years, but what impresses me, Coach, is that he doesn't rest on his laurels. He acts as if he hasn't done anything. He's as hungry as he was when I first met him in 1989. With all that he's accomplished, to still have that drive and determination and desire to be great, it's very impressive.
You know, I'm part of those wins. You know, I contribute a little to his cause. And what amazes me the most is that no matter what the score, if it's substantial, 30 points, he coaches every play so intense, and that's what he expects from his players, and he gets it.
Yeah, just looking at him on the sideline a moment ago, you'd never know he's up 17 here in the first half.
One thing he used to try to stress to us back in the early 90s, you never disrespect the game. The game is sacred. As Lucky Jones comes from the weak side on Okafor, but the game is sacred, and you got to play 40 minutes the entire game, regardless of the score.
And Lucky will be talking about that in Jersey the rest of his life.
Yes, he will. Plus, he's got a dunk at the other end on Duke. So he's got a block and a dunk. Block of Okafor. Here he is trailing, driving, pulling up, jumper.
A lucky play for Bob Hurley Sr. He's not going to be scared.
Not at all.
Of Duke.
The old days at White Eagle Hall, I used to go over there when the young Hurleys, Danny and Bobby, were playing, banging heads with a lot of people.
Jerry Walker, David Rivers.
The hair.
Look at that little finger roll by Okafor. Fouled in the act.
You know what impresses me the most about this kid, Jim? Low post players need wheels. He's got a set of wheels. You don't dislodge him from that box once he sets up. And, you know, that's God-given, and obviously the weight room now on the ritual at Duke doesn't hurt either.
Tremendous footwork we were talking about. Just watching him yesterday out here on the floor in practice.
Amazing agility. He catches things on the run, doesn't walk.
What I love about him is that he's a big guy.
To the corner. Stewart, dish. Gomez. And that's Stewart. Comes outside with it. So Reed can knock down the three.
Oh, that's nice, hanging tough. Now this team hasn't changed gears at all. You know,
Duke's in control, but you never know. This is the NCAA tournament.
I think I do know. I think I do.
If anyone knows, you know.
Sprint to the other end, you're going to have some difficulty.
Let's go over to Tracy with Coach K.
Thanks a lot, Coach. A strong first half led by your senior, Quinn Cook, 16 points. What do you like that you've seen out of him so far?
Well, our whole team, we're playing with a lot of effort. You know, they're
42-25 Blue Devils at halftime. We'll send you to AT&T at the half.
Cook shooting from long range. When you've lost twice and been upset in the first round, you want to make sure that you come out and set the tone. He knows what it's like. He did that. Duke followed his lead early on, and we'll see if they can sustain that. I think they have a good chance of doing that, Jim.
I think so, too. But, you know, you brought it up. Lehigh and Mercer, 2 of the last 3 years. Different deal here, though. This is coming from the 1 position, the 1 seed for Duke this time around.
This team, I think, is so solid. I mean, defensively, they're good. And how about this guy saying Okafor might not fit in with his team in 91, 92?
No, I said I wouldn't fit in. I'd be coming off the bench.
Just keeping you honest.
I'd be waving the towel over there.
I just say, if you were still in the game.
There's the first half numbers. Duke off of turnovers, 14-3. Points in the paint. That was there anytime they wanted it, Raph.
Unbelievable. Volleyball almost with their ability to dump low. So maybe just tighten it up in the back of that zone. Maybe take the legs away and gamble a little bit in the middle.
Duke was able to score 14 points off of the 6 turnovers from Robert Morris. So once again, the tournament time, you got to value the ball. Can't give up easy layups and threes to a Duke team in transition.
And Andrew Toole, really a confident guy. We all had a chance to chat with him. Done a great job with this program. Just doing better things on offense, I think. Don't lead these fast breaks.
Let's check in with Tracy as we inbound the second half.
Well, thanks, Jim. I had a chance to talk to Andy Toole as he came out of the locker room, and the one thing he said that he told his team is that they needed to grow. Jim?
Well, they turn it over the first time down the floor as Cook takes it right away from Reed. Well, I mentioned they beat Kentucky 2 years ago, and that game was played on the Robert Morris campus. Last year in the NIT, many of these same players for the Colonials tonight beat St. John's in the NIT, a St. John's team that's going to be on the floor later tonight, competing against San Diego State.
Look at this. Well, he mentioned grow. He won't grow in inches tonight. I think he's talking about maturation. Just so big and tough around that rim.
Again, the footwork for Okafor.
Special. It really is.
Pryor with the jump shot.
There you go.
He's had some flashy moments in this game. He's got 8.
Step back game he has. He can do a lot of clever things.
Here's Winslow, who did not shoot in the first half, but he'll be going to the line for a pair.
Well, that's the tough part. You take away the bigs and stay back, and they flash to that middle part of the zone, and this guy can make shots, make plays.
And the kid out of Houston, Texas, Justice Winslow. Again, not a single attempt in that first half. Get all the tournament action with the CBS Sports app. Scores, expert picks, projections, live video, and more. Download the CBS Sports app now. I understand you met Justice Winslow when he was a high school senior, Grant.
I was down at Duke last year for the Duke-Syracuse game, and afterwards, Justice Winslow, who had already committed to Duke, was there. Came up to me, Coach, and said, "I want to wear your number next year at Duke." I had never been asked that question before. I told him it was up in the rafters, and he said, "I still want to wear it." I said, "You know what? If you're going to ask, you get that confident, I don't mind you wearing it."
Well, if you're that gracious, you knew they wouldn't give it to him.
I did know that.
But that you admire that kind of attitude, don't you?
I do. He's been a great player for Duke this year, and been quiet, like you said. What kind of luxury do they have where a guy like Winslow does not score and you're still up big?
Pryor hits a 3 at the other end. There's Winslow. He tapped it immediately outside to Cook. I thought you were going to say, if you can go up there in the rafters and get it, you can wear it.
He may have.
He may be.
He probably could have. There's Okafor again.
He passes better than Hill, I'll tell you that. He gave it up. What a great entry to the big guy. They talked about the footwork. He knew where to go as soon as he caught it. Dropped that left and finished the deal.
You talk about footwork with Okafor. You know, I got a chance to play against Tim Duncan at Wake Forest his freshman year, and he wasn't as polished as Okafor was on the offensive end at that time. He was more of a defensive player. But that's the last big that I can think of that was that good and dominant in the ACC. Of course, Okafor sealing down low and Winslow finding him inside. Just a little drop step, hook shot. Kept it real simple, keeps the ball high. Solid fundamentals. It's not fair.
Winslow comes out with it.
This is where he's tough. The trip in the open floor. You mentioned fundamental. They used to call, they still do, the fundamental, right?
The big fundamental,
the big
yes.
Fundamental.
Yes.
Third foul on Pryor.
How much has he changed, Mike, over the years? I mean, in terms of philosophy, and is it a lot the same, or have you seen some subtle changes as the years have gone on?
Well, I think his ability to adapt and adjust through the years. At the core, he's still the same. I think his approach in terms of coaching his team is different. Jeff Capel assumes more of the responsibilities as an associate coach. Coach K delegates more, and he's not that voice in practice in the locker room as Reed is fouled.
Cook with the trip.
But Coach K, having players around him like Jeff Capel, John Shire, Nate James, they know who he is, they know the Duke way, and they assume more responsibility. Shire, who was the captain of the 2010 National Championship team, he's got some pretty good assistant coaches over there to help him out.
Yeah, you know, I think add-ons, they get a run out here. I'll finish it in a moment.
Foul first, though. It's going to be on Stewart. Gotta love how he keeps it in the family, though, his assistants.
I do. You gotta love that. Guys who played for him. Nate James was on the 2001 championship team along with Shane Battier. So you have guys who have championship experience and have played for Coach K at different eras, different times, you know, different experiences. So keeping it in the family has been essential and has had tremendous success.
You know, the other add-on, Jim, I think the Olympics have been great for him. It's energized him for one. Look at him. I mean, that's unbelievable. This is, you know, a substantial lead, but every trip is essential. But just to finish it, I think the players, the NBA players, have had a big influence on him in terms of how to run things and how to do things in practice. And, you know, it's really rejuvenated in a lot of ways, some of the things he does on the offensive end in particular.
I agree.
I don't know how he does it all.
No.
Running the Duke program, and as many people that want to kind of get into your sphere, into your world, and then on top of it, you're running the USA national team, winning gold medals. It's a lot to take on, but he has handled it adroitly, as you see now. Another block by Okafor.
Well, Jim, as you talked about his responsibilities with USA basketball and coaching Duke, I feel like the USA experience has recharged him. He gets excited coaching some of those players and playing on that international stage as Okafor finishes inside with the alley-oop from Tyus Jones.
Nice shot by Winslow, sealing it to open it up. And right now, the difficulties just size-wise. It's illuminating.
They had Jones and Okafor. They first met playing in the 3rd grade in AAU ball, and they always wanted to go to college together. What a combo. Grew up about 400 miles apart. Minnesota, Minneapolis area for Jones, Chicago area for Okafor. Now there's a nice move by Reed.
These kids play with confidence. Marquise.
As Lucky Jones scores at the other end.
How about that look away? The egg on the brow of the big fella. But what a great pass.
Winslow out. Tournament summary, the ACC's on its way to undefeated performance here in this round. Big East hasn't lost to this point. We're going to see St. John's again here in Charlotte later tonight against San Diego State. And there are the Aztecs catching a few minutes of this one. That's a physical team, that Aztec bunch of Steve Fisher. I'm looking forward to that game, guys, tonight.
Their defense is unbelievable. Their length. And just okay, we're getting a little bit of a rest here. Maybe not prearranged, huh? So what can Robert Morris do now? Take good shots, get back, don't give easy baskets. I think would be a good start.
Okafor and Cook have almost matched the output of RMU. And Plumlee's in for Okafor.
Duke actually might be a better defensive team with Plumlee out there. His activity, high energy big.
Got another timeout on the floor. 20-point margin for the Devils.
Hey, you guys want to play 20 questions?
Sure.
Okay, you guess first.
Are you a food?
Yes.
Are you ham?
Okay, let's go again.
It's the 50th anniversary of the ACM Awards, live from Texas with your hosts Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton, and performances from your favorite stars Sunday, April 19th. Only CBS. Robert Morris inbounds to the corner. Back outside to go with it. Pryor's had a good night. Hits another one, his second three of the half.
How many times does that happen? You get an offensive rebound, you kick it out to a three-point shooter. Pryor knocking it in. Great awareness by Tate.
Nice entry again.
Winslow pulled down by Lucky Jones.
Normally he takes the hit and finishes it.
Kayvon Stewart driving past Plumlee. And it's last touch by Duke. Duke, a #1 seed for the 13th time. Here's what they've done. They've made it to at least the regional semis, the Sweet 16 every time. 3 times as a champion as a 1 seed. Twice a national runner-up.
A pretty good run, I'd say. A nice hustle thus far by Robert Morris. Almost Minnie unable to really get on track yet.
This is Minnie with the ball. And now it's Pryor.
How about that?
This kid's got 17.
This kid knows how to play. Does some really good things. Bangs those threes with regularity, mid-40s.
Did you ever pay attention to those seeds when you were a player here? Did you get into the tournament and mean anything to you to be a 1 or a 2 to make any difference at all?
Not really. I was only a 1 seed once in '92. It's all about playing good basketball at the right time.
Up ahead is Jones, and a little run here by RMU.
Down to 12. How about this team? Andrew got him going. They're growing. That's what he wanted.
Okafor comes up off the bench to sign in along with Cook on the next whistle. And that's going to be a foul call on Reed.
Didn't really need that. You love to see the spunk and spark. A little return of medicinal purposes. The run out, something Duke was doing great early.
Okafor returns with 17 points, 3 rebounds. But again, the last 8 points have been scored by the Colonials.
Much more active with the hands, much better coverage.
Okafor taps it back outside. Jefferson to Jones. Cook in the corner. And again, it's Robert Morris taking off. Reed slipping past. Tapped around and back out to get every loose ball. Pryor's had the hot hand. 2 more.
They are hustling right now, scrapping.
Is this for real? It's suddenly a 10-point game.
It's a game. Robert Morris, are they growing? Yes, they are. Playing great here in the second half. Like, we got a chance here.
And right now you can see, get it inside.
Just looked down and saw Tate went to the locker room, changed his jersey. Winslow back outside. Cook passed up the shot. He switched it to the other wing.
A nice, he got away with the discard, the ability to finish, and now the stroke, which seems to be getting
hard inside on Okafor, battling with him.
I love the way he's moving more. He wants the ball. That's what you got to do.
Picked out by RMU. We got the under 12 break.
More balance here. Pryor getting out and finishing on the break. Robert Morris making it a game, coach.
Absolutely.
Steph Curry is a game changer because he can dish a switch. He plays the game with fire in his eye.
Remember back in the day when airlines didn't charge extra for every little thing? Actually, wait. At Southwest, that's today. Low fares. We don't just have them. We invented them.
State Farm.
Junior college and grew through the years. Division I, they became back in the 70s, a name for the financier of the American Revolution. Robert Morris, who was not only a Pennsylvania senator, but one of only 2 to sign the Declaration of Independence, the Articles of Confederation, and the Constitution.
Little history lesson from
the other guy was Bill Raftery.
I love it.
I still have the pens from that.
Here's Winslow. Got a three.
Did they need something out of the timeout? Grant, you had a point in during the timeout. You get a lead, sometimes you flatten out.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you get a lead, you start to relax. Look, teams that are here in the tournament, they're here for a reason. Robert Morris is going to keep fighting. I thought Duke let the foot off the pedal a little bit there at the start of the second half.
You know, that shot was made by Winslow with only 1 left on the shot clock. Pryor, who's had 10 of the last 12. Look at Lucky Jones keep the possession going.
They've got Pryor, and I think Jones can help them coming down the stretch here. A little more spirit with this group.
Jones takes up the three, it's short. Winslow, tough on the breakout, as you say, Rap.
Oh, he's tough going to that hole.
All the way home.
LeBron-like, get out of my way. It's Houston on the run.
Now the Duke fan base rises to the occasion.
Nice cut.
Jones.
Got to finish that.
Here he comes. He wants a big piece of this.
Going in again. Now feeds it outside. And Tyus Jones buries the three. What happened out of that timeout? 8 unanswered in that short spell.
Justice is served. Goodness. Putting his fingerprints on that. The jumper. The attack. Give me Grant Hill's uniform the way I'm playing.
Give him the number, Grant. Come on, man.
You got it.
Don't be so selfish.
Started my Camry. Remembered the choices I'd made. To be bold where others are scared. To show her right from wrong. And realized my little girl had become an amazing human being.
I was TV show.
Excuse me.
There's a student there. I was the
How about that?
address announcer. As Okafor.
Well, that gives new meaning to high, forget high-low.
Guy Lewis has a birthday coming up this week.
Is that right?
Yes, he does. Marshall Man, going to be 93.
Guy had the towel, too, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He would chew on it during a game.
It's hard.
I'll tell you what, those
Checkered towel.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Those Houston teams were.
What a time to be in school.
Glide the glide.
Pass by Jefferson hit the rim.
Bill, Jahlil Okafor, his hands, cans. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hand.
No, it looked like a suction cup.
Boy, any pastor like him to take the collection. Goodness, they are paws, aren't they?
They are.
Double up on Stewart. Dribbles out of trouble. Floats it near the rim. And Blevins look good the whole game. Up ahead to Cook. Behind the back to save it. Jefferson scores it.
And this is the spirit that they showed in the first half. Rejuvenated. I think Mike got after them in one of those timeouts to get a little surge going, and they really have.
Yeah, it's a 12-point surge. And looking for more. Bounce pass, though, picked off. Picked off by Kayvon Stewart. Reed.
It might have been a goaltending right there.
I think they got it before.
Got it
Oh, they
before.
got 2, though. They gave 2 shots, though.
Plumlee with the outlet pass, and Quinn Cook running it down and having the presence of mind of finding Jefferson. Coach K showing a little frustration over there. I've seen that face before.
Up close and not personal.
Matt Jones, Grayson Allen return to action.
You know what you notice when you watch really good players? You can't stop them for 2 halves. Winslow, we mentioned, was quiet that first half. He was superb in his contributions this half.
Marquise Reed with the 2 free throws, the freshman from Landover, Maryland. Oregon's up 6 on Oklahoma State in the final minute. That came on TBS.
Oh my, don't leave.
Plumlee, 1 bounce.
Jump ball.
Arrow's going to stay at the Duke end, but we got the under 8 break. Duke on a blitz to regain full control. All right, thanks for the update, EJ. And of course, the winner of that game, Oregon, up 4. And that same bracket with Wisconsin, which will be on the floor next at that site in Omaha.
Turn. It's always nice when you have a threat like Winslow with that foul line. Jefferson generally will make a play.
Matt Jones outside. Cook, who has not scored in the second half after 16 in the first. Beautiful assist.
What a feel. The peekaboo. That right eye spotted 4-0.
5th assist of the night for Cook. Meanwhile, the Colonials have missed their last 7 from the field. Jones trying to break that streak, and he's way wide of the mark.
Not very good. That deep contested.
Quinn Cook getting in the lane, finding his man, left-handed pass to Plumlee. That's just chemistry, knowing each other.
That's exactly.
Knowing the big fella's there, throwing it up, letting them go get it.
You would have taken that jumper right away.
Miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah. Wide open like that.
Cook. There he is.
Wow.
First basket of the second half.
That actually got the glass, Jim.
Did he get a little glancing blow?
A little kiss.
A little kiss on the cheek.
He's got it going. And going away peck.
Oh, that's a nice touch by Reed. Coach Toole says, let's take a timeout. 6 minutes to play.
When you're on fire, things go your way. How about this little kiss? Just a slight little brush.
A little peck.
I'll be home early, honey. Oh, he has played a great first half and solid this half.
Robert Morris coming out in a little full court pressure.
Officials let Robert Morris inbound it at first. And they, hold on a minute, we got this the other way around.
Good try.
Yeah, no, get away with it.
That was a really good try.
And as you know right now, this is when Mike Krzyzewski uses a clock unless something really good early shows like that. How about this kid? He's having a ball out here. I'll be around to pick up the pieces.
As you said, Plumlee, number 3. And he's been making some contributions here.
How about this? 25 assists, 31 Duke field goals. Sharing the ball, playing hard. Total team effort.
Plumlee's got a 10-8 game going.
This is the kid I think will help them coming down the stretch. Nice drive. Allen. Now, there's nothing like enjoying playing this game when things go your way and just see nobody gets a body on number 40. He is just cleaning it up big time. He's one of those kids, his brothers got better older too. You never know.
Grayson Allen. Shoot another one. Are you tired of hearing the same sports headlines? Get everything about your favorite teams and get it all first. Download the Team Stream app from Bleacher Report. Allen, who won the Slam Fest at the McDonald's High School All-America game last year out of Jacksonville, Florida. And you're looking for him to be an X factor for them in this tournament?
I think he can shoot. We saw him practice a couple of weeks ago. Grant was down there with me. He can elevate at the rim. He's athletic, solid. I think he could really help them as another spot-up shooter, also going to the rim.
Coach, he had a game earlier this year, 27 points against Wake Forest. So he has the talent. It's just getting the confidence to do it, the consistency night in and night out.
Here's Winslow, kick into the corner. Yeah, Winslow's got 10 rebounds now to go with 6 points and 7 assists.
Utility guy doing it all.
The whole package. Kick, knock it down. Not enough air.
Leaving early. Pryor got a second dunk of the night.
And he knew what was looming. Nice protection. He's really giving him everything he can.
The junior out of Evanston, Illinois. Right in Northwestern's backyard. Junior college transfers come up big here. 23 points. 23 of their 52. 17 in the second half. And he was the one who led that little mini comeback that got it from 21 to 10. Winslow. Good passing by Duke. And it leads to a Cook. Outside shot.
Unselfish play. Matt Jones making the extra pass. Finding the senior, Quinn Cook.
I don't think you can beat Duke with that kind of individual chuck and dunk. Quinn looks like he's losing his pants, doesn't he?
That happened yesterday, or actually in Dayton a couple of days ago. Foul called on the Colonials. We're down to the last 3 minutes and change.
Has his two sons here with him in Charlotte. His son Ryan, who's 2 years old, is a huge Duke fan. Yes, his favorite player is Tyus Jones, and he was asked this week who he was rooting for, and he even said Duke. And his father, Andy, told us he was hoping by game time he'd convince him to root for Robert Morris. But by the way, we watched him during practice yesterday, and he is one heck of a basketball player.
Yes, he is. There's Mr. Toole you saw in the foreground. I'm going to tell you this, that little kid, that little boy Ryan was out there putting on a dribbling exhibition yesterday during their shoot-around. I'm going to tell you, 16 years from now, you can bank on it. We're going to see this kid. We'll catch up with him again in the NCAA tournament.
I agree.
See how he reacts if Duke hits the free throw.
Oh, he's not that no pablum for you if you keep rooting for Duke.
It's a little late for a 2-year-old. He's not super animated right now, but I'll tell you what, that dribbling exhibition he put on, right hand, left hand.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I was impressed.
Cutest little kid, too. Fits right in with the bigs.
Jones.
Jones has not been able to get going. Nice score for Robert Morris. Just hasn't been able to find that stroke here.
3 out of 12 from the field.
And everything can nice slip by Plumlee, who I think's had a great game.
We talk all the time. Activity, energy, hustle is a talent. And when you have that from a big guy off the bench, it's a huge bonus. Plumlee making his mark here with Robert Morris.
He plays with a lot of energy, is right. This kid, I think he's one of those guys that I'm sure has helped Okafor, because competing with a guy that size every day, a lot of times big guys don't have that. Well, other than Kentucky, we've got a plethora of size.
Here's Lucky Jones. Off again, and Plumlee's got his 9th rebound. Snaps it ahead to Jefferson.
Making his own declaration from the city of brotherly love.
There you go.
So much for Robert.
Reed. That's 2. And Plumlee banging bodies with Okafor every day in practice. And they've also got a kid that's sitting out the year, a transfer from Rice, big-bodied Sean Obi, who will be eligible next year. And he's going to be an impressive talent. Kid by way of Connecticut. Fairfield Prep. He was the top freshman rebounder in the country last year at Rice. So they bring back in a couple of subs, including Frederick.
The nice thing about Frederick, the Dye didn't run tonight. Andrew Toole telling us that one of the game allowed to Jefferson. He had a little problem, got over the uniform.
Hey, if Plumlee can get one more rebound, he'll have a double-double. He's never had one in his career. Nick Pagliuca is coming in. Sophomore from Weston, Massachusetts.
That is the only way you slow Jones down, is bring him out of the game. He's got a motor, that kid. What a finisher, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
Big games, going to the rim.
He's their closer. Close games, he's the guy down the stretch. The ball is in his hands, and he's the closer for Duke.
Nice job all game, too. Reed has been terrific with Pryor.
So Duke pulls away. They saw a little barrage run at him in the second half. Led by 17 at the intermission. Got one time up to 21. Early minutes, second half, then down to 10. And then open things up. 2 on the shot clock. Allen.
Well, he does have a nice stroke, though, doesn't he?
He's going to make a lot of threes in his career.
He will. Big-time talent, I think. And a baby.
There you go, the double-double.
About midnight, I'll have the same.
A little in and out. First of his career.
That's fantastic.
I'm not sure anybody thought that he would be able to be a guy to contribute this kind of performance off the bench. Keeps this up during the tournament. The beat's just huge for Duke.
Another power guy, and I love the way he ball screens. He runs out, sets it hard. Great contribution tonight.
It's a double-double as you see San Diego State warming up in the hallways. Double-double by Plumlee in 18 minutes of action.
Plumlee had a great game this year. Duke at St. John's, Coach K, 1000th game. Came in and really turned things around for the Blue Devils with his activity, his energy, his ball screens. We sometimes get infatuated with scoring and the little things. Guys who make positive plays on the court are essential to a team's success.
Absolutely, those little things that make you better. He's got big hands too, Allen, doesn't he?
Yes.
Pryor trying to stay with Allen. And he takes it top of the key. Pagliuca brings it back out, and Duke can now just run it out.
Fans want him to shoot. Mike says no. Mike prevails.
Ball ends up in the hands of Sean Kelly. And the Blue Devils moving on to Sunday. 85-56. So they'll be playing on Sunday afternoon against that winner of the San Diego State St. John's game next on the floor, which should be a doozy here in Charlotte. There's that big kid right there. Is going to help him next year out of Green Farms Academy, New England champs. Obi. Coach K, another tournament win.